Hello friends, how are you? In this lecture of valence bond theory, today we will see the formation of tetracyanocuprate 2 and tetraamine copper 2 ion. This is anionic complex, this is a cationic complex, and we know that what is the oxidation state of copper in this anionic complex? Here it is 2. As usual, we know that how to calculate, consider oxidation number of copper is X. Cn is Cn minus, this is the negative ligand. How many negative ligands are there? 4, and it is 4 into minus 1 equal to minus 2. Therefore, X is equal to minus 2 plus 4 and X is equal to plus 2. Oxidation state of copper in this anionic complex is plus 2. In this complex, this is the neutral ligand. Consider oxidation state of copper is X. 4 into it carries 0 charge, ammonia neutral, is equal to plus 2. Therefore, X equal to plus 2, and in both the complexes, oxidation state of copper is plus 2. This is anionic complex because it carries minus 2, it carries negative charge. This is a cationic complex ion. So here, positive charge. Then which type of hybridization is present in both the complexes? What is the geometry? What are the magnetic properties of these two complexes? Now we'll see this. See here, in anionic complex, coordination number of copper is 4. Coordination number is 4. Number of monodentate ligands are 4. Cn minus is monodentate ligand. In cationic complex also, coordination number of copper is 4. And 4 coordinate bonds. What is coordination number? Coordination number and a number of coordinate bonds between metal or metal ion and ligands. Here Cn minus is monodentate, ammonia is also monodentate, and a number of ligands equal to coordination number in case of monodentate ligands. And when coordination number is 4, हाइब्रिडाइजेशन आइदर sp3 और dsp2. एक तो sp3 होगा, नहीं तो dsp2. sp3 यानी ज्योमेट्री टेट्राहेड्रल एंड dsp2 यानी स्क्वायर प्लेनर. Because in this square planar geometry, d atomic orbital is the part of hybridization. Inner d atomic orbital is the part of hybridization, that is why dsp2. Oxidation state of copper in both complexes is a plus 2. We know that. Step number 1, ground state electronic configuration of here copper. So ground state electronic configuration of copper. Ground state यानी copper in ground state. Copper in ground state. Outer shell electronic configuration of copper 3D 10. Here 3D is totally packed. Here it is 3D. Capacity of this 10. Yani 3D 10. Totally packed. 4s 1. 4p 0. 4d 0. 4f 0. How many empty atomic orbitals are required? We have seen. Number of empty atomic orbitals equal to its coordination number. Here coordination number of copper in both the complexes is 4, and 4 empty atomic orbitals are required. But here oxidation state of copper is 2, and Cu plus 2. So copper at ground state in both the complexes, here I will write in CuCN4 2 minus and CuNH3 4 2 plus. in both. Oxidation state +2 यानी Cu +2 and ground state Cu +2 in ground state in both complexes. The meaning of +2 and removal of 2 electrons. How many electrons are removed? 1 electron from 4s and 1 from 3d. And electronic configuration of Cu +2 in tetracyanocuprate 2 as well as tetraamine copper 2. Electronic configuration. This is also ground state electronic configuration of here. It is Cu +2. A removal of 1d electron, and here it will be 3d9, because the meaning of +2 and removal of 2 electrons, one from 4s and one from 3d, one from 4s and one from 3d. So here it is 3d. 4s will be now empty. 4p again empty. Lot of empty atomic orbitals are available. We want only 4 because coordination number of copper in both complexes is 4. Available both 4Fi, 4Da. We want only 4 because here coordination number of copper is 4. And to occupy only 4 empty atomic orbitals are required. Isn't it? Now, in 3D there is only one unpaired electron. What is step number 2? Excited state electronic configuration. And remember, when there is an attack of strong ligands, there is an inner pairing of electrons. Cn- is strong ligand as well as ammonia is also strong ligand. So, since only one unpaired electron is present and there is no space for inner pairing of electrons in 3D, this electrons remains as it is. And I will say there is no excited state electronic configuration. Coordination number 4, so it can have, and both these complexes can have either sp3 or dsp2. And in valence bond theory, when there is attack of strong ligands, there is an inner pairing of electrons. बाहर की electrons अंदर shift होते हैं. What is condition for that? Empty atomic orbitals or hole and an atomic orbital with single electron. Here only one hole is there. There is no space for inner pairing of electrons. So I would say this electron remains as it is. Yani, what is the next? Cu plus 2 in hybridized state. In hybridized state. And a mixing and recasting of atomic orbitals with comparable energy. That process is said to be hybridization. Mixing and recasting of atomic orbitals of same atom with comparable energy is said to be what? Hybridization. We have seen in detail. Yani mixing and recasting of 4s, 4px, 4py and 4pz. Yani it is like this. So here this 3D remains as it is. 3D remains as it is. Like this. Because there is no space for inner pairing of electrons, 3D. Here it is a 4s, 4p, and mixing and recasting of these atomic orbitals. This is a 4p, like this. Here electrons are first in both. I will take this Cn-, second, third, fourth. And here mixing and recasting of 1s atomic orbital and 3p atomic orbitals. So hybridization will be what? sp3. And we know that when hybridization is sp3, geometry is a tetrahedral. Exactly same in case of what? Tetraamine copper 2. Here I have taken Cn-. Exactly same in case of what? Cu NH3 4 plus 2. So here instead of Cn minus, here it will be NH3 in a second complex ion NH3. And here also hybridization is sp3. And we know that when coordination number is 4, either hybridization is sp3 or dsp2. There is no space for inner pairing of electrons. And here it is 1 unpaired electron. यहाँ पे एक unpaired electron है. 1 unpaired electron. And it is a paramagnetic. 1 unpaired electron. But remember, X-ray crystallography, on the basis of X-ray crystallography, it has been found that hybridization of both the complexes is dsp2, not sp3. Yani, this is not correct. This is not correct on the basis of X-ray diffraction method. X-ray diffraction method. Hybridization of both the complexes is what? dsp2. Here it is a dsp2. Here it is a dsp2. And definitely there is a excitation. Definitely there is a excitation. But here excitation will be little different. Isn't it? On the basis of X-ray diffraction, it is given hybridization of both the complex is a dsp2, not sp3. So what is the excitation here? It could be like this. So after this, Cu plus 2 at excited state. Cu plus 2 at excited state. Here the meaning of excitation. The process of excitation is a little different. For inner pairing of electrons, there is no space. So here, shifting of this electron in p atomic orbital. Correct explanation about this is not given in any reference book about this. There is no perfect explanation about this. But it could be like this. For inner pairing of electrons, there is no space. Here all are empty atomic orbitals. So it has shown shifting of this electron in, that is a 4p atomic orbital. Yani electronic configuration. This shifting will make one empty 3d atomic orbital for hybridization. So here it is 3d. Here electrons are paired. Now 4s, 4p, and here it is this electron. Now what is the next step? Hybridization. And Cu plus 2. Cu plus 2 at hybridized state. Hybridized state. I will show here only hybridized state. Mixing and recasting of what? Here empty atomic of like this. 1 3d, 1 4s, and 2 4p. So this is what? D S P2. Here it is the first, either Cn minus or ammonia. Here it is second, Cn minus or ammonia. Here it is third, Cn minus or ammonia. Here it is the fourth, Cn minus or ammonia. Still there is one lone pair of electron and a number of unpaired electrons. Number of unpaired electrons are 1. And it is a paramagnetic. It is a paramagnetic. But remember, this unpaired electron is present in 4p. So it can be removed very easily. and after removal of this electron, before this removal, oxidation state of copper is a +2, and when there is a removal of this electron, so Cu +2 should have been converted into what? Cu +3. But actually, in both the complexes, oxidation state, it has been found that in stable complexes, oxidation state of copper is a +2. Actually, this is the drawback of valence bond theory. Since less amount of energy is required to remove this electron, this unpaired electron is present in 4p. It can be removed. Isn't it? And oxidation of this is possible. Oxidation and a loss of electron. And oxidation of Cu +2. And we know that oxidation of Cu +2 and Cu +2 to Cu +3, it gives 1 electron. Less amount of energy is required. That is IPI, ionization potential. Whatever energy is required to remove outer shell electron, that energy is said to be ionization potential, ionization energy. Since this electron is present in outer 4p, in a 4p, not in 3D. Here it is more amount of energy is required from here, because this is inner shell, inner atomic orbital. So here, ENA, it could be like the Cu +2 to Cu +3 and a removal of 1 electron. But this thing not happens. Cu +2, copper shows only Cu +2 and Cu+, not Cu +3. So this is the drawback of what? Valence bond theory. Then we'll see in later on what are the drawbacks of valence bond theory. So what is conclusion? On the basis of X-ray diffraction method, hybridization of both the complexes is a DsP2. DsP2. And when hybridization is a DsP2, what is geometry? Square planar. Geometry is what? Square planar. Like this. Here it is ammonia or Cn- whatever it may be. Like this. Here it is a +2. Square planar. You can replace ammonia by Cn-. And in both complexes, hybridization is DsP2. And geometry is what? Square planar. If in a doubt, you can put your doubt in comment box. Definitely, I will back to you. Thank you very much.